I've changed my mind about something. Carbon fibre chrome, it's been deleted. Gave the plugs a clean. One of them was actually cracked. Bit of an intermittent fault, absolutely hanging. She actually idles really sweet. Cheeky MH decal on it. If in doubt, flat out. And he did bang a race old Escorts like this. Hello and welcome to this video. I'm Marcus Hayes, and today you join me around the garage with Maud, my Maud Mk1 Escort. I've also got Esther, my ST170 powered Mk1 Escort, out of the garage, and you can just see Heidi, my other Maud Mk2 Escort, sitting in her garage. Now, I want to start by sending a massive thanks out to everyone who's been wishing me a speedy recovery with my dodgy heel. It's actually a lot better now. It still hurts to walk on it, but I am now able to walk without crutches, which is good. Now, today I've been doing a couple of jobs on Esther, and I've changed my mind about something. And no, it is not the carbon boot lid. She's definitely getting her carbon boot lid fitted. I did plan to leave this car alone until May, but I've decided that I want to drive her before then. So tomorrow I'm actually going to come around here and really dive into getting her back on the road. I obviously still need to fit everyone's favourite part, her carbon fibre ducktail boot lid. I've got a new carbon fibre rear bumper to go on, but I did actually fit a couple of small parts of carbon fibre to her today. You would have seen in the last video that Esther's front grille was removed, and today I replaced her chrome headlight rings with these carbon fibre ones. Really cool. And another bit of chrome that's been deleted from the car. I got those carbon fibre headlight rings from my friend Gary Ball, who does loads of carbon fibre bits for Mk1 Escorts and Mk2 Escorts. So I'll leave his details in the description. Definitely get in touch with him if you're after any carbon, and definitely let him know that I sent you. I've refitted Esther's now fully charged battery, and I gave the plugs a clean. One of them was actually cracked, and there was a tiny bit of debris sitting on the shoulder of where the spark plug goes in, but I was able to carefully remove the rocker cover and get that debris out before it fell into the engine. If you've been watching my videos a while, you'll know that I actually lost Esther's last engine by getting some spark plug debris in the cylinder. But yeah, with the fully charged battery and the clean plugs, Esther did fire into life, but she was running a bit rough. But once I went to the petrol station, put 25 pounds of fresh V-Power in her, she was running sweet. The fuel that was in the tank has been in there since December, so maybe it's started to lose its potency. I also bled the brakes and the clutch today with my Easy Bleed kit. Esther's actually running the silicone .5 brake fluid, which doesn't eat your paint, but it does feel a bit spongy compared to .4. So I thought there might have been some air in the system, but yeah, it's totally fine. There was no air bubbles that came out. Another thing I've been messing around with today, there's a bit of an intermittent fault with the battery light. Let's see if it's going to work now. Yeah, it seems to be working now. But yeah, I thought it might have been something to do with the wiring loom elsewhere. I actually lengthened the wires for my fuse box and mounted it on the switch panel there, so I kind of assumed that it was something to do with that wiring. But yeah, I've now realised that it's a loose connection at this end, and I think it's actually the multi-plug that you can probably see in there. One of the pins, which is one of the two wires for the battery light, isn't fully in the back of that multi-plug. I think if I get much more issues with that battery light, I might just take those two wires out of the multi-plug and just have them on their own separate 2-pin multi-plug. Because if your battery light isn't on when you first turn the key, then your battery isn't going to be getting charged by the alternator. So yeah, that's all I've been up to today, just messing around with a few little things. And as I say, I'm going to be coming back round here tomorrow to really get cracking with Esther. Hopefully we'll have decent weather tomorrow, like we've had for the last few days. Now, I do have a bit of running around to do this evening, but before I go, I think I'm going to refit Esther's grille, which is absolutely hanging. This thing really does let the car down. Really don't want to refit that grille. So there we have it, yet more carbon fibre for Esther in the form of this grille, which was also supplied by my friend Gary Ball. Now, for a carbon piece, this is a really good fit. Unfortunately, this slam panel that we fitted years ago, it's got the hole in the wrong place, so I need to mount it there, and then I'll be able to pull this out so that it fits better. That was exactly the same as the original grille. It didn't line up, and I think some of these tabs I might have to bend a little bit just to make the fitment a bit more perfect, but for a carbon fibre panel, this is a really, really nice shape. As you can see, it's a little bit different than the original. It's got these mesh pieces. Now, I'm definitely going to have to satin black behind the grille, like how these were from the factory. To be honest, with the original grille, I do like the look of being able to see the blue through the grille. But I think with this grille, I'm definitely going to have to black behind it, especially because of this piece here on the front panel, because it's off centre. Whereas obviously Garry has made the grills so that this piece is in the centre. But yeah, I'm well happy with the look of that. I'm sure loads of you are going to agree. And there she is with the bonnet shut. Now the sun is going down. I need to get out of here because I've got some running around to do this evening. But tomorrow, when the sun's out, we'll get a better look. She don't run great when she's cold. But after a few seconds, she actually idles really sweet. Anyway, let's put her away. Alright, so I'm on the road and I've already hit traffic, which isn't ideal. Now, a while ago, I posted on my Instagram story and on TikTok asking if anybody out there had for sale a cast alloy sump from an 1800 Silvertop Zetec. I'm actually after 2 of them and I'm going to be sending them to G19 Engineering so that they can make me a rear-wheel drive Zetec sump for Maud and for Esther. I've mentioned before that the ideal sumps that I want to run are modified genuine Ford sumps, and then that'll mean that I can use a genuine Ford gasket and I'm not going to have any issues with leaks that have plagued my life for the last 2 years, 3 years maybe. And that will also mean that I won't need to drill the extra holes into Esther's engine like I've done with Maud's engine to try and get the tin sump to seal. Now, a guy called Ant got in touch with me through Instagram and said that he's got the perfect sump that I need so that I can send it to G19. For some reason, G19 will only convert sumps that have an F cast into the inside of them. Some of them have F1, some have F3, some have F6, and some have F8. And the one that Ant's got has got F8 cast into it, so it'll be perfect. I think it's something to do with a mix of metals in the alloy. Maybe the ones with F are easy to weld or something. But yeah, Ant has offered to give me this sump absolutely free, which I'm over the moon about. And yeah, I just need to find one more. Now the sat-nav's saying that this trip should take me 1 hour and 20 minutes. I'm actually going over to Essex to meet Ant. Hopefully that estimated time on Google Maps includes the traffic, but we'll see. So I'll pick this video up when we get to Ant's work. All right, so this is Ant. Welcome to the channel, mate. Hi, mate. And yeah, as I mentioned, he's very kindly given me this sump. I'll be able to send to G19 to get converted to rear-wheel drive. Yeah, it's got an F8 cast in it, so that'll be perfect. Ant drives this thing for his job, and it's got a cheeky MH decal on it. Super cool. And check this sticker, if in doubt, flat out. Yeah, Ant's just been showing me his latest acquisition. 2 litre Zetec S Mondeo. He's put these rims on it, which look really cool. But yeah, look how clean this thing is. And he was just showing me that it comes with Recaro seats. That's awesome. And he's also just put a 4-inch stainless exhaust on it. No, I love it, man. And check out this really flash Mark V Mondeo, which is Ant's Daily. A cheeky personalised plate on it. 2 litre black top Zetec. What's the mileage on it? 93. Really clean. for the age and the mileage. Ant was telling me that he did do a lot of banger racing back in the day, and he did banger race old Escorts like this. But yeah, he's planning on getting another old school Escort for himself at some point.
Yeah, hopefully.
Don't banger race it.
No, I'll try it.
All right, Ant, I know you've got to get back to work, but yeah, massive thanks, man. Really appreciate that. And good to chat as well. Take it easy. Oh, what a top bloke he is, man. Hopefully gonna catch back up with him at some meets and shows later on in the year. And he said he's got a couple of his mates that work at scrapyards who are looking out for another one of those sumps. Yeah, really, really kind of him to give me that sump for free. Hello, right, into the next day, and it's another beautiful sunny one, which means I'm going to be able to pull Esther out of the garage and get some bits done on her. Now, because I've got a really busy day planned, I think I'm going to cut this video short and start a new video when I get to the garage, but I will get it edited and uploaded as soon as I can, and hopefully in that video I'll be able to take Esther for a spin. Now, before I do go, I want to send a massive thanks out to Ant for supplying that donor sump for me. I really, really appreciate it. I'm going to get that sent off to G19 in the next couple of days, and hopefully they'll be able to make my first of 2 rear-wheel drive Zetec sumps. I'm not actually sure which car I'm going to put the first one on, to be honest, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I also want to send a massive thanks out to everyone who got in touch with positive comments about my future plans. It was actually yesterday that video went live, and I was literally inundated with messages through my social media, in my email. There was over 200 comments on that video before I'd even got home and started looking at the comments. Usually when I upload a video, I go through all the comments the same evening and just reply to everything, just so that everyone who sort of watches the videos when they come out and comments quickly gets a reply. But yeah, there is just too many messages on that video. So yeah, apologies if you didn't get a reply to your comment on that video, but I really, really, really appreciate all the positivity. And believe me when I say, it's the positivity that I get from you guys that keeps me going with this YouTube thing. You know, I love what I do, but you know, it does get a bit overwhelming at times, especially when you're struggling to do it alongside a day job. But yeah, you really, really are keeping me motivated. So yeah, big thanks to all of you. So as I say, I'm going to end this video here. If you did think it was any good, please do give it a thumbs up and a share. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Click subscribe to keep up to date with all my future uploads, and check the links in the description to my social media and my website. I'll also leave my email address down there for anyone who wants to contact me. Massive thanks as always to each and every one of you for your continued support of my channel. But other than that, until next time, thanks for watching.